Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The Y&R spoilers. If Mitch Backall is really Matt Clark, is Sienna really Tricia Dennison Kneale? The Y&R spoilers and updates question if Mitch Backall, Roger Howarth, is really Matt Clark, might Sienna Backall, Tamara Braun, really Tricia Dennison Kneale, Sabre Engineer? To answer that question, we need to explain who Tricia is, and how she was connected to Matt Clark in the past. Tricia was married at one time to Ryan Kneale. Tricia was married at one time to Ryan Kneale, Scott Reeves, who was Victoria Newman's, Amelia Heinley, first husband. The recently deceased Cole Howard, J. Eddie Peck, was her second. Get updates on the latest news about the Young and the Restless, straight to your inbox. We use your personal data for interest-based advertising, as outlined in our privacy notice. After Ryan and Victoria divorced, he married Nina Webster, Tricia cast, but their marriage didn't last, and he became involved with the much younger Tricia, who at that time was in college. By that time, Cole and Victoria had married but later broke up and divorced by the time that Claire Newman, Hayley Mills, was conceived. After Cole and Victoria broke up, and after Victoria had gotten involved with Neil Winters, Christophe St. John, for a time, Victoria wanted a newly single again Ryan back. So did Tricia, and Ryan eventually met his unfortunate end with a bullet from Tricia's gun meant for Victoria. So, how does Matt Clark Mitch Backall fit in? Tricia became involved with Carter Mills, who was the rapist Matt Clark after major plastic surgery, after initially breaking up with Ryan and moving to London with her father, Keith Dennison, Granville Van Dusen. She returned 6 months later and wanted Ryan back, who by that time had reconciled with Victoria. Matt drugged Tricia and slept with her, then persuaded her to set up Nicholas Newman, Josh Morrow. Years earlier, Nick had Matt imprisoned. When Tricia found out that Matt had a date rape drug on him, she came to the horrifying realization that he had raped her during their first sexual encounter. Tricia then prevented Matt from assaulting Nicholas' wife, Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, a second time. Matt faked his death a second time, and Tricia was committed to a mental hospital. In a desperate act, she drove Matt off a cliff, hoping to end both their lives. She emerged with only minor injuries, but Matt suffered grave wounds and was not expected to survive. While in the hospital, Matt faked his own death and framed Nick for his murder. Tricia was subsequently confined to a psychiatric ward, and supposedly hallucinated Matt, who she knew as Carter Mills. In her fragile mental condition, she bid farewell to the malevolent Matt who had influenced her to commit wicked deeds such as drugging and seducing Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, yet, Matt was alive. Could Sienna really be Tricia, and not have recognized Mitch as Carter Matt? In an interview with Soap Opera Digest, Roger says Sienna doesn't know his Matt Clark Carter Mills, and he wants to keep her from finding out who he really is. Yet, Sharon recognized him, so apparently he hasn't had a second plastic surgery. But if Sienna is really Tricia, she may have had plastic surgery as well. The trauma she had suffered at Matt's hands, who she knew as Carter, could have caused her to repress the memories of that whole time period. And since he faked his death as Carter Mills, he could have been real and not hallucinated when he used her to do his bidding prior to her being institutionalized. We don't yet know how long Mitch and Sienna have been married, and he could be using her again in a plot to kill Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, the ultimate revenge against Nick and Sharon. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with Y&R right now. Come back here often for the Young and the Restless spoilers, news, and updates.